What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new, you've been missing out on so much, so I suggest hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything new we do. I've been going through some of my videos and been listening to the sound quality and audio on them, and it sounds like wind blowing all the time, but we've got a massive compressor or generator or whatever it is outside, and that thing runs the whole day, so I do apologize if that noise is kind of irritating, because it is. Now by the thumbnail of this video you can see what bike I'm reviewing today. It's actually a brand new bike. A client bought it and we're going to build it for him. We're going to make it tubeless, we're going to dot it up a bit and make it look nice, and then I'll show you guys the weight on the bike and the specs on the bike and just my likes and dislikes on the bike. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, so this bike's built. It's a super cool bike, very nice features. There's a few things I want to show you guys on this bike. I'll show you guys the specs on this bike, and then as always I'll weigh it, and then we can see the weights on it as well. But first of all, I just want to show you guys the design of this bike. I think it's super cool.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist.
Alright, so in my opinion, Silverback has created one of the most beautiful frame designs. It might be a bit different, but one of the most beautiful frame designs I've seen in a long time. They've put some thought into how they're designing it, how some of the frame parts are going, and how the geometry on this bike is. Now for me personally, it's very nice. It's got a very good asymmetric design on it. This is the Silverback Stratos 3.0 aluminium bike from the Silverback range, in the dual suspension range. It's aluminium at the front and aluminium at the rear. And in today's life, if you see a SRAM bike, it's not something new. It's got the SRAM SX group set on here, the 1x12 group set. It's got a very nice DUB or dub BB system inside there. It's got a SX crank, your SX rear derailleur, probably a SX chain, and then your SX 1x12 1150 tooth on there as well. And then these guys are running the Surface tubeless ready rims on this bike. It's got some Maxxis Crossmark 2s at the rear. If you guys remember the Crossmark tires, they were pretty popular at its time, so they changed the tread in just a little bit, but still a very good tire. That's for the rear. It's a 2.25, and in the front they're running a Forecaster, which is quite good. I've ridden some of these in the past. A 2.35, very nice. They've got your RockShox Recon on the front suspension, with also a RockShox Devon Air at the rear, with your lockout there on it. Now what's nice about this bike, if you look at the clearance you've got at the fork at the front as well, you can also go for a 2.4 tire on this, which is very nice if you really want to. At the rear, the unfortunate thing here, as you can see, it's quite close to the frame there, so I don't think you'll be able to ride anything wider than a 2.3 maybe, which is not bad. I mean, you don't have to ride that wide. And then on my previous video I spoke about the Shimano BLMT 401 brake levers that were on there. Super nice. Now, these are the BLMT 200s. The only difference is the lever on it is a bit longer than the 401s, and I don't think there should be any weight difference on those as well. They're running the Surface aluminium handlebars and stem, and then they've got the Surface dropper post in here. Very nice. The one thing I do like on this bike is the Surface seat they've got on here. It's very short seat, which is not bad. Very nice designed seat. I haven't ridden one of these ever, so I'll tell you guys what the client says about that, but I do think it's quite a nice looking seat. And then what they've done on this bike, which is quite nice, they just went a bit further, put some of this insulation on there, which just makes the cables and the housings stick together a bit nicer, makes the bike look a bit neater and tidier. The lockout for the seat post or the dropper post that they've got on here, and when you're done it will look like a shifter, which is quite nice, and you can control your dropper post on there. From this side you guys can see the frame as well. Very, very nice frame. Quite a different design on this bike. A massive pivot there. And then when you come to the rear, you've got your one pivot here as well. So in my book, this bike gets a very good fat thumbs up. They just thought a bit about the things they've got in here, like the grips look super cool. It's a lock-on grip, but just the way it looks from Silverback, it's very nice. Just the small things they do. I don't know if you guys can see it, but on this it's laser engraved or whatever, born to be fast. So just a few small things they do on this bike just to make it look quite nice. Now the color on this bike is very cool. It's got a gunmetal black grey color with a green on there. And yeah, I think these guys did a pretty good job on designing this bike. So as usual, if you guys know me, I'm going to do some motivation. Afterwards, they've got a 180-160 rotor combo on here. So it's 160 at the rear and then 180 at the front. It's very nice. Got nice stopping power and through axle rear and front. Very, very nice. So yeah, let's do some motivation. Alright guys, so I just forgot I always say I'll weigh the bike and I didn't do it. So yeah, I weighed this bike real quick. It's a very, very good bike. And this includes pedals, bottle cages. We're going to still make it tubeless, so it might make a small difference, but not that big. With a dropper post, this bike weighs in at 15.23 kilograms. So yeah, now I've weighed the bike and I'll do the motivation just now. Alright guys, so it's super late at night and I'm so quickly going to do the motivation on my phone. And I'll just edit it into the whole vlog. And I'm watching the whole story on ESPN that they've got on Lance Armstrong and what he did and the doping and whatever. And I'm not going to get into that. But just what happened after his cancer and the whole story and how he stood up and got going again. Just reminded me of a few things. And then on my way home, I listened to a song on the radio, it's an Afrikaans song actually, by Joe Black. And at a point he sings in the song, he said, it's not about how you fall, but it's about how you get up. And I encourage you guys, it's not always easy to keep quiet about the negative things in life or in your life. And most of the times we just need someone to talk to. And I've said in previous videos as well, yes, do find that someone that you can talk to, but don't tell too many people about the tough times you're going through, because most of the times they don't really care about that, and they always just use that to talk bad about you. So I encourage you guys, stand up, and I know it's not always that easy, but the best is yet to come. It's not about how we fall. Everyone can fall, but not everyone can get up. And I encourage you guys, get up, get something to live for, get something to stand up for, get something to fight for. And at the end of this whole journey, we can look back and laugh at the tough times that there was and say, we've made that. So guys, be strong, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy.